All right, welcome back to the hour. We are in London, as you saw before the break. Chris Martin from his rock and roll combo known as Coldplay will be playing the songs of Elton John for you.
You can tell everybody this is your song. Like that.
He played with you in Atlanta, didn't he?
He certainly did. You can tell everybody. Not that though, he didn't even play that.
No, he played one of your songs.
He played this. You can tell everybody.
That's your version of Smells Like Teen Spirit, isn't it?
Basically, yeah.
Nice. Thank you for letting us into your workspace.
Thank you for coming in. I know that the smell is abhorrent.
It's a bit much, I'm not going to lie.
It's not easy for Canadians to deal with, the smell of English people.
Is it the smell of anticipation for your new record?
It's the smell of
panic?
Very scared men.
Are you guys scared?
Well, we're always a bit nervous in this before we're waiting for a record to come out, when you've tried so hard on something, it's a bit, if I'm honest with you, and between you and me and your millions of viewers, it's nerve-wracking.
You once said, when you were on our show last time, that when you put out a record, it's like calling a hot girl and leaving her a voice message. And
it's exactly what it's like, man.
Waiting for her to call back.
Yeah, it's terrifying. And you're like, I'm pretty sure the message was good. Maybe I should have not said that thing about, those strippers. You're so much hotter than any stripper I've ever been with.
Are you aware of this phase? The nerves before the record comes out. Are you aware of this phase when you set out to make an album?
No, I don't think about it, and it only dawns on me that's why we're very loath to say something finished, because then we have to let it go, you see. Mm-hmm. You can't worry about it too much, but we'll try. We'll worry as much as we can. Mm-hmm. If you love me, why'd you let me
go? This record's a different record for Coldplay?
Well, it's shorter.
Yeah, but that's intentional, right?
I think so, yeah.
It's a difference. You push yourself in different ways. You're singing differently.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I sing this. You can tell it. I know. I wish I did.
I have to pay all the sync rights for that song now.
Every time I play this, it's $500 from your bank account. I won't play it.
Is it Coldplay song cheaper?
I'll take it back. Now he has to pay you.
That's right. Elton, bring it on. We can talk about Elton John just a second. But the idea of this being a different record, the trilogy of the first three, in a sense, closing a sound, closing a style?
Well, I think it's important to try and get more colourful as you go along, and whether or not anybody likes what we're doing, we definitely have got some new colours, which is a good thing.
Can your band be called an organic band, in the sense that a lot of the stuff that you guys did in the first three records came naturally? Like, it's just who you were at the time and where you were at?
Yeah, well, I hope so.
And then I wondered if you make a conscious decision to add more colors to a record, is that a new thing for you, where you've added a new element, a new variable to the process?
Yeah, but you have to wait until it becomes organic. That's why it takes a while. So, of the songs that ended up getting on our new album, there's probably like 4 or 5 warm-up songs to that, where it wasn't quite so organic. But most of what we're actually going to release is kind of live takes of performances.
And why did you want to do it like that?
Because it's cheaper.
Shorter record, less studio time.
No, because Brian Eno, one of our producers, is very impatient. And so if you can record 8 things at once, he's more likely to stay interested.
Fix it in the mix, right?
Yeah.
Talk about Brian Eno.
He is inspiring to be around. He was like a godsend for us. It was like the best thing that could have happened to us. I think he only becomes interested in a band when they get massive and terrible at the same time. Because he sees an opportunity to keep you massive but make you good.
Did you have a sense that Coldplay had reached a stage where you didn't want it to be that band? Like you wanted something else?
No, we reached a stage where we thought we can't get much bigger, so we have to try and get better.
Yeah.
And it's that whole thing of quantity or quality. We felt, well, we need to practice a bit and improve and try and validate. You know, I was feeling bad because I'm sure there's some 16-year-olds or, you know, kids who say they like Coldplay and then took some abuse for it in the playground. And so I had a feeling about 18 months ago, I really would like to make them proud by you know, trying to improve.
You know, I can understand why a fan would take abuse for liking a band, but what's weird about the Coldplay story is that you guys were Band of the Year, Album of the Year, not just at things like the Grammys Alternative Album of the Year, but NME liked you. So lots of different people like those records.
Yeah.
Those same people, they're not criticizing your new stuff, they're criticizing the same records that they liked earlier.
Right.
And so it's like all of a sudden it became, again, you've talked a lot about it, other people's perception of your band.
Yeah, but you know, often they're right, you know, so that's why I don't...
But you don't believe that entirely, though.
No, I do actually. I think that we can always be getting better. I really do. And I always can't believe, you know, we got given the position we're in. So it's always kind of a catch-up for us.
When did you get a sense that you had been given that position?
Probably 2000 and probably when we played a festival called Glastonbury for the first time. People who run Glastonbury, the Evises, took a risk on us and gave us a higher position than we really deserved. And that's kind of how I feel about my life in general. That we've got a slightly higher position than we deserve, so we always try to get there. But I don't think we ever will, which is kind of frustrating. But
You toured a lot, and you put out records, and you kept touring, and there wasn't really a break.
no.
You needed that?
Well, we never have breaks so much because my way of making sense of the day is to sit down and sing about it. So I find it less of a break to not play music. Do you know what I mean? When it gets to midnight or 1 a.m. and everyone's kind of off to sleep, that's when I suppose it's like writing a diary, I think. You know, you go and just play.
Which one do you play it on?
Well, my house is just down the street, so if I'm not here, there's another thing hidden behind here, this sound, which is a new sound, which is I like a different kind of piano, which is all metallic. So,
does that have a Woody Guthrie line on the side of this?
Yeah, yeah.
This machine kills fascists? There you go, nice.
Well, that one says this machine kills racists.
Racist.
His one said this machine kills fascists.
What's the one thing you wanted to work on with your role in this band?
Lyrics.
You didn't print the lyric sheets.
Oh, I never print lyric sheets. It would be like, you know, giving away the recipe for Jaffa cakes. Do you have Jaffa cakes?
No, but usually when we come here, people ask us to bring them back.
Well, exactly, because they're incredible cookies. So I don't print the lyrics, partly because I'm embarrassed by them sometimes, and secondly because there's no need to.
Why not?
Why not?
Why is there no
Well,
need?
because you can listen to them.
Yeah, when you were a kid, didn't you like follow along?
I did, but maybe it comes out of insecurity, I don't know.
It's a funny place for you to be. You're in a pretty big band.
I am.
I'm
I don't
sure
feel
that
it today because we haven't done anything. We haven't been out of this building for a year. I haven't left this street for 2 years. I live there when I come here. And
your family must love getting you out of there then. I just go to the office. Get them away.
It takes me 46 seconds.
To get here?
To get here, yeah. And it's terrible because I keep everyone here very late. But that, you know, that's our job.
All right, so we spent time with Chris. He'll be back on the show in a little bit. But what about the rest of the guys? Well, next up, Johnny Buckland and Guy Berryman and the pitfalls of being in a foursome.
It's like a weird marriage.
But with 4 people.
Yeah, and no sex.
And no sex. Plus, for the first time ever, you will hear some of the song that inspired Coldplay's new record.
Start with this. Just because I'm losing doesn't mean I'm lost.
All that and more when the hour returns.